and welcome along to lesson 37. My holiness blesses the world. And remember, once more, you can change that word holiness to innocence, my loveliness, my goodness, my beauty, my truth, my worthiness, whatever fits for you if you're uncomfortable with holiness. Personally, I love the word holiness, but I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. But before we jump into the lesson, let's settle in our seats and just land into our bodies. So gently close your eyes down, drop your awareness downwards, down into your heart this morning, perhaps. And notice your chest gently rise and fall as you breathe in and breathe out. And this morning, maybe we can open or expand our hearts by considering somebody that we really love. Or this can also be another being, such as a pet, that you really love. So just visualizing that being, and just feel how there's a movement in your heart when you consider someone that you love or a being that you love. As you breathe in, expanding into that, become ever more aware of love. Each time you breathe out, just relax down into your body. Another couple of breaths like that. Breathing in, expanding, opening your heart. And breathing out and relaxing into your body. And then I invite you to bow your head down towards your heart as we make our statement to the universe. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love and light to lead us through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth, that we are one, that we are love, that we are free. And so we release these words and we let it be. And we open our hearts this morning to lesson 37. So my holiness blesses the world. So, it's about accepting our innocence, accepting our beauty, accepting the truth that we are love, and then extending that out into the world wherever we go, that we get to be an extension of this love that we are. This idea contains the first glimmerings of your true function in the world, or why you're here. Your purpose is to see the world through your own holiness, through your own loveliness, through your own beauty, through your own innocence. Thus are you and the world blessed together. Double whammy. No one loses, nothing is taken away from anyone. Everyone gains through your holy vision, through your holy seeing. It signifies the end of sacrifice because it offers everyone their full due. And they are entitled to everything because it is their birthright as a child of love, as a child of the universe. There is no other way in which the idea of sacrifice can be removed from the world's thinking. Any other way of seeing will inevitably demand payment of someone or something. So we often think if we win that someone else loses, and this is telling us the complete opposite, to be love and everyone benefits. As a result, the perceiver will lose, nor will they have any idea why they are losing. Yet it is their wholeness restored to their awareness through your vision. So, yet is their wholeness restored to their awareness through your vision. Your holiness blesses them by asking nothing of them. Those who see themselves as whole make no demands. And that's simply because they're knowing no lack. They're not looking for anyone to fulfill them, for anyone to complete them, for anyone to be anything other than they are, because they are knowing no lack in themselves. Your holiness is the salvation of the world. So remember, we can replace that word salvation with peace or with freedom. It lets you teach the world that it is one with you, not by preaching to it, not by telling it anything, but merely by your quiet recognition that in your holiness, all things are blessed along with you. In your innocence, everything gets blessed. Today's 4 longer exercise periods, each to involve 3 to 5 minutes of practice, begin with the repetition of the idea for today, followed by a minute or so of looking about you as you apply the idea to whatever you see. So, this is sort of a fun one to do. So as you look around you, saying, my holiness blesses this chair, my holiness blesses this laptop, my holiness blesses this microphone, or whatever it is that you are looking at. And then close your eyes and apply the idea to any person who occurs to you, using their name and saying, my holiness blesses you, Tom. My holiness blesses you, Anne. Whoever pops into your mind. And this is such a gorgeous thing to do. Or as I say, my innocence blesses you. My loveliness blesses you. The truth of who I am blesses you. You may continue the practice period with your eyes closed, and you may open your eyes again and apply the idea for today to your outer world if you so desire. You may alternate between applying the idea to what you see around you and to those who are in your thoughts, or you may use any combination of these 2 phases of application that you prefer. The practice period should conclude with a repetition of the idea with your eyes closed, and then another following immediately with your eyes open. So the final one is to be with your eyes open, but I will guide you through that. The shorter exercises consist of repeating the idea as often as you can. It is particularly helpful to apply it silently to anyone you meet, using their name as you do so. Now, I do this practice all the time. I actually really, really love it. But one of the things that I do is I don't always know somebody's name. So if I'm in a shop, or I remember one day doing it with a group of mechanics that were working on my car, and I was silently blessing each one with my holiness. And it's not that you're in a higher position, you're recognizing and acknowledging their holiness. They're not even aware that you're doing this consciously, but there is a knowing within everybody when they're loved and accepted and seen in that light. And it's just such a beautiful practice. And it's one that I remember to do quite often, I'm pleased to say. And it feels good. So the shorter exercises consist repeating it as often as you can. Oh yeah, sorry, I just read that. Using their name as you do so, or if you don't know it, that's fine. It is essential to use the idea if anyone seems to cause an adverse reaction in you. So that's really, really handy as well. Offer them the blessing of your holiness immediately, that you may learn to keep it in your own awareness. So there's a freedom in that. You're not going to get caught up or dragged into anything. And your holiness, your innocence will guide you completely. When you're recognizing their holiness and yours, you will be guided as to what's yours to do in a situation. So it doesn't mean that we always are walkovers or anything like that. It's that we're going to be anchored in the truth. And from that place, we will make the best choices and the best decisions. Okay, so let's take this into a practice. So we're going to start off just repeating the idea quietly to ourselves for a few minutes. So my holiness blesses the world. My love blesses the world. Who I be or who I am in truth blesses the world. And then begin to look around you and repeat your version of the phrase to whatever your eyes land upon. Remember, we're never hurried. I'd like to gently close your eyes down again. And this time, allow people to cross your mind. And as they cross your mind, just blessing each one. And then you can alternate between looking around and having eyes closed as you wish. We finish up by looking around us one more time. And when you're ready, just bringing your awareness back to our shared space. You know, this is a real opportunity to romance what's good and beautiful and right and holy about ourselves and about others, you know, rather than romancing scars and pain and old stories and, you know, upholding them all the time. This is about really romancing the love that we are. So from my heart to yours, have a great day. See you tomorrow.